We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Pollard again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. We talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Antonio Gibson, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
It's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 47.
A give to Pollard running left.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
You talk about this Washington defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Duggan will look to throw this.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw is Duggan.
That one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing, Duggan.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Sly able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's the backup Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Prescott now, option right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. On play action, Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
6 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Duggan.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Duggan looking to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Albert O.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Cowboys nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Good footwork at the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Once more, Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Duggan now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal, Dallas.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal.
Pollard gets it off the option.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15.
Gibson again.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Off play action. Dugan. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again. Dugan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Off the bootleg. Dugan. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's into the clear. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 76 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Cowboys.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown, Dallas.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Back now at FedEx Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Sly now to kick off as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Duggan, throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Dugan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 17 yards out. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Straight ahead, Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Duggan will look to throw this. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Off the bootleg. Dugan rolling to his right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Joey Slide to kick off for the Commanders.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore. 75 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score. Commanders 41. Cowboys 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gibson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Max Duggan.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score. Commanders 48, Cowboys 31. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw is Duggan. And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Throwing, Duggan.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Silver. Hey, Ron. Here we go, sir. Okay, break. Silver. All right, let's go. It's hot. Hey, easy, Ralph. Red. Red on red. Rip, 23. Lisa, 24. There goes a hot. Hey. There goes a hot. On the ready. There goes a hot. Hey, lion. Here we go, sir. Hey, gold. Silver. On red. Here we go, sir. Hey, Ron. Silver. All right, let's go. It's hot. Hey, easy, Ralph. Red. Red on red. There goes a hot. Rip, 23. There goes a hot. Lisa, 24.